Mic check. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Whatever. Let me fix this. All right, cool. How everybody doing? What's up? I'm just gonna say at. What's up at? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Hope you're going to enjoy your stay. And appreciate everybody else that's watching in the background or slowly making their way into the stream. And make sure also, listen, I know majority of people just like to sit back and, listen to me on various stuff or show some things. Hit the like button. That's all I'm going to say. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And, just so you can show your support along the way. All right. And I just appreciate if you do that. If you don't do anything else. All right. So pretty soon I'm going to be getting started with these topics. And, we'll have a chat about it. Things like that. Let me see what's going on here. All right. Cool. Excellent connection. That's what I like to see. I don't like to see no oranges, no yellows, definitely no reds. So that's what's up. All right. I will be getting started shortly. Let me just drag this right here. Have this be right here like that. Nice and smooth. All right. First thing on the list, we're going to be discussing Kaleidescape updates, what came to the store. Earlier this year, there was a major announcement by this company. They've been in business for 20-something odd years, and they specialize in home theater entertainment, where nowadays they are a legal digital distribution store where you're able to purchase their proprietary hardware, and you have access to their store where you're able to purchase things like music, TV, and movies. Pricing is going to vary based off of the studios, and they're always running a sale. So I'm going to be presenting the updates. What have I purchased so far? What have I watched? What I'm keeping my eye on? What has recently come to the platform, so that for those of you that's interested, or if you don't know, you all know. So that's all. So for me, when I went to, this is the main page, we have new release movies. And I had this on pre-order, a few of these. Hey, what's up, Sammy? Welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you. So we have Alien Romulus. I pre-ordered that. And to be quite honest, I didn't see every Alien movie. So hopefully I can jump into this. And because I seen the original Alien. I know about Alien. It's just that for me to sit down and binge watch every major release, that's taking time from my gaming time and other things. But I'll tell y'all what I've been watching. So these are already queued up. The Wild Robot. I saw Deadpool and Wolverine as soon as it was available. Funny movie, action packed, love it. Yeah, just awesome movie. I got the Halle Berry Never Let Go. There's the Silent Hour that just came out. The Ghost Station, Speak No Evil. I got that. The Killer's Game. I have that. I might check into this Strange Darling. Since it's Halloween month, I might see what's going on. And I Just Left Your City. Oh, that's what's up. I'm assuming it may have been business related, like calibration related. Because, I know you guys be traveling throughout the states and whatever the case may be. But that's what's up. God's Not Dead and God We Trust. Yeah, I looked at the trailer for this. I didn't really see much interest. But this is the new release category. So this is pre-order. As of right now, I didn't see the other Joker film, so that's the only reason why this isn't pre-order. And I did hear about some bad reviews and things like that. So basically, listen, for those of you that have a previous setup, because a lot of people are concerned with if they have their own media library, right? And they get a system like this and they're saying, oh, I'm going to have to repurchase everything, all my movies. No, you can just stick to the pre-orders and the new releases. The only reason why you see me purchasing older films is because I no longer have that massive local media library as I once did. I just deleted it. I no longer have that setup. But I always told you to keep your options open if you decide to invest in this platform. Always presented different variables, when it came to this stuff. And I did it for a reason. All right. Now, there's nothing here that I need to pre-order. I got the Transformers 1. Look into my eyes, didn't look that interesting. This film, it got some bad reviews, but hey, it may be good to some people. But they got the Halloween hunts, the 4K Dolby Vision. They've been going hard with this Dolby Vision stuff. One of the main reasons why you would want to get the Strato V to begin with is because of the price point. Okay, the price point would be major in here, and if you have a Dolby Vision display. Because the main thing that a lot of people was criticizing this company for was, oh, it don't have Dolby, Dolby this, Dolby that. Okay, well, it has Dolby. It has you covered on the Atmos. It been has you covered with that. Now it has you covered in the Vision. So some of y'all that was out there that was crying, get the Strato V. Because there are at least 300 plus titles that are in this ecosystem exclusively that you can't find on disc. That's why, look, it's some benefits to this company. All right. Now, what I do like is the recent HD additions for Strato V. Yeah, it was calibration work. All right, I figured that, Sammy. And I didn't like Joker 2. I saw it today, by the way. Okay, oh, wow. All right, well, hey, I mean, to each his own. Some people it's not going to like the media. So definitely understand that. All right, so recent HD additions to Strato V. All right, so for those of you that have watched the platform, as soon as I found out the information, I had put out a video. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I put out that video, because when you purchase a device, when you go into the storefront and when the storefront warns you, hey, this is a high definition movie and you're able to download standard definition, but at the moment you can only download standard definition, they have to, for this specific device, they have to make all the HD films or TV shows compatible. And this category right here was not available at the time that I got the device. I'm what you call like I guess since this is a new concept in their family of devices, I'm guessing you can say like an early adopter in a sense, but not really. They've been out for a while, but this is new, recent HD additions for Strato V. So all of this is playable on this system. Oh, they got the Friday on this Joker. Supergirl, Scream, Arrow, okay. Black Lightning. So what some of you may be accustomed to in the past where you're utilizing, let's say, subscription services to watch a variety of your shows. What I'm trying to do is keep that at a bare minimum. Essentially, my ultimate plan is to have Kaleidescape be my main platform when it comes to consumption of like movies and TV shows. And then whatever is not on here, I supplement it with my Apple TV, in which I also purchase content from their storefront, as you guys know, because I'm all digital, okay? Even when I was doing the local media server, the cloud, you guys know this. If you've been a long-term viewer, you know that I did quite a number of things to get to where I'm at today. And sometimes you have to like go through the process, go through the motions, to figure out where exactly you want to like be ultimately in terms of an end game type of setup. Now, I'm gonna tell you one thing that's not on here. It's Japanese anime in terms of TV show selection. That's where Apple TV destroys Kaleidescape in. And they have, I think, out of Voodoo, Kaleidescape, Movies Anywhere, all that, Apple got the most digital distribution content, period, out of all storefronts. Like if we're combining everything, I think Apple is the king of that. But that is streaming. That's streaming. It's even more compressed. So I'm using that as like a supplement, or if it's something that's not on my Kaleidescape, I can say, hey, can I purchase it on the Apple? And that's how I've been watching my anime. So at the end of the day, you're going to need multiple devices if you're going to be going about it, at least the way I'm doing it. And let's read the chat right quick. Hey, what's up, Daz? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Pen. Okay, the Wild Robot is cool. They already announced they will be doing the second one. Yeah, Joker 2 wasn't very good. The Penguin series has been better. Shutter Island was pretty good. All right, that's what's up. Hey, so the consensus is the Joker 2 is straight garbage. It's trash. Dang. But let me back out here. But content sets. Listen. A lot of you now, I don't know what your Connect is. Some of you that are expressing interest in this device, Fabulous Diller, Sammy, Prescott Jr. in the chat. That dude is official as a whistle. And we did some business. That's how I'm able to come and present this product to you on my channel. Content sets. If you spending all this money, one thing about it, it just don't make sense for you to constantly wait on sales, constantly wait on this sale here. No. If you spent Kaleidescape money, you have money to buy movies and TV shows. What you should do is, for anything new that you want to watch, go ahead and grab that for 25 and 30 bucks. It's not going to kill you. The older stuff, get that on sale. That's how you navigate this, because you drop in and look, I don't know what every dealer is, is pricing, and I'm not going to put that out there. I'm not even going to give you a range. When this product was announced, at the bare minimum, you needed 4 Gs. That's 4K plus tax. I'm telling you, utilize the content sets on this Joker. That's going to put you in a good position. And I'm gonna go to it right here. Oh yeah, no doubt, Sammy, because you already know. Hey, look, we locked in, man. That honestly, it's really no need. It's going to get to a point where all this stuff is just going to be digital. It's going to, we're heading that route. So I have to put myself in a position to where I'm going to be able to enjoy my media in the easiest way possible. And I don't mind paying for convenience. 4K Blu-ray quality or better? What? Oh, nah. It's game over. But listen, they added the Godzilla and Kong 5-film collection. Now I know what some of y'all are going to be asking. Yo, Pen, where's that recent Godzilla movie? You know what? I don't think that has an official United States release. I believe how some home theater enthusiasts was enjoying that was they were doing the import, because it's on the Apple TV, like in their store. You know, you can stream it, you can watch it on Netflix, things like that. You can pay a subscription for it if you go on the legal route, or you can, you know, pay for it digitally. But I don't believe it has an official like United States release in terms of a disc. So that's probably the holdup with Kaleidescape. But you can purchase this set for under $70. And that's cold. That's cold. Hey, what's up, Batman fan? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday so far. Use referral codes as well. Get some free credit with purchase. Oh yeah, absolutely. Actually, I was promoting that referral code in some previous videos, but I know the price point is what's going to get a lot of people, and I know. Hey, look, I'm looking at my referral list when it comes to things like the Super Box, which is that's like the complete opposite of what Kaleidescape represents. And then I'm looking at Kaleidescape referrals, and then I'm like, yeah. I mean, hey, it is what it is. What's up, Technic? Well, what's up, man? How you doing? Kaleidescape doesn't have a deal with Toho. Okay, that's why it's not there. I'm sure people have emailed them about that though, Sammy. That's interesting. Oh, okay. See, and that's the thing about it, because some people will expect, well, dang, if you shoving out at least $4,000, the movie should be free or it should have everything. No, it doesn't quite work like that, because they had to build this from the ground up. Okay, so when you build this from the ground up, and when you given this insane amount of quality, not everything is going to be in place, and they got to pay for this. They got some serious bills with this, but they keep it running, and I hope it lasts another 20 something. I hope it lasts as long. Hey, look, let's keep this thing moving, because they know their audience, and that's their niche. Because while everybody else is doing streaming, they're doing digital distribution in terms of downloading and giving you that quality and early access. And it's just some films that's in here that's not on disc. And that's a difference. And it can be vice versa. I had someone tell me that they're sticking with physical media because there's some things that's on physical media that's not on Kaleidescape. And yep, that's true as well. One example would be Japanese anime. That's just one. So if you're in the DIY thing or the ripping thing, what I'm saying is you don't have to get rid of one to do the other. If you can, if it's feasible, you can do both. You can definitely do both. So yeah, so essentially what I was getting at is that you're going to need to look at some of these movies that's on sale, you know, especially if it's older content and things like that, because I think for older content, if they have it on sale, and if you just shoved out at the bare minimum at least $4,000, why not take advantage of it? But what don't make sense is for you to get this product, you know, you didn't pay whatever you paid to the dealer, and they may have given you a hookup in a sense, right? And then you just wait for Christmas or Black Friday. Nah. Just go ahead. If any new film that come out, go ahead and just pay that. And then for the older stuff, just get it on sale. That's how I'm doing. Because that way you don't want to sit When there's this large library in terms of a store, and you just waiting, that ain't the way to go about it if you want to get your money's worth in the long term. Now, they are expected to have a Black Friday sale, and I'm sure they're going to have a Christmas sale where they're going to have their Christmas movies and all that. That's when you go crazy, where you may only purchase, because not every new film that comes out you're going to want to see or you're interested in. But when those sales hit, that's when you go crazy. And they have a plethora of those. So utilize the content sets for sure. And they have Adrenaline Rush. Like, I know this is a good demo. Deepwater Horizon. Oh, that build up. It is an experience. Ground shaking, earth shattering experience. Watch that movie. All right, now I'm gonna go back to the chat. All right, likely be trying to agree license agreements with all the studios to get them loaded into the device and arranging the contracts and then having to get the red tape sorted. It's a lot that goes on in the background, for sure. Technic, physical media still rules because you own it. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're able to give it to somebody, resell it. I mean, you have a license to it. I mean, that's, yeah. You own a license. DLXY. I'm just gonna say rec or DL. Inequality difference between a 4K on Kaleidescape versus a Remux 1-to-1 rip. Ooh, man. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something, because I haven't examined every single film that's on 4K or that's even on Kaleidescape. There are some key examples that stand out so far in what I've did my comparisons on. The Avengers is like, it's a clear difference. I will say this though, for the average person, if you were to do like a blind AV test, and you wouldn't make it, of course, obvious which is what, the 4K Blu-ray versus the Kaleidescape, and heck, let's even throw iTunes in there to a certain degree, right? To the average person, you blindfold them and you take off the blindfold and you say, okay, here are 3 sources. The screens are large enough to where they're able to, visually see a difference, in terms of the viewing perspective. They may not know which is which. They may not. I have an eye for this stuff. Especially, I could most likely point out the iTunes stream versus the Kaleidescape. Now, what may be a little bit more difficult would be when you compare the audio from the Kaleidescape to the 4K disc, and video wise as well. They are similar, but in certain situations there are some differences, and those differences stand out like a sore thumb. Because you're only as good as your source. Yeah, you're only as good as your source. They'll likely reach out to Sony to get the Crunchyroll titles on it, with Sony buying Crunchyroll if you like Japanese anime. Yeah. Because I was using Crunchyroll just recently, actually, and the series that I wanted to watch, I'm like, yo, I could buy this in the Apple app and I can just watch it that way. So honestly, if I will go back to the Crunchyroll thing, it would honestly be to watch new anime. It wouldn't be to watch older stuff, because some of the older stuff are up for sale, or you can purchase, per season or the whole series. It's just that some things like anime, for example, are locked to a particular application and they may not be for sale. So you're kind of, and there's one or two, well, you can either buy it on disc, you can subscribe to that service, or you can do your own DIY media library server. So I mean, there's options at the end of the day. I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible in terms of what I'm trying to accomplish. So yeah. So we just going through some things that they have presented in their store. And you know, this goes on for quite a bit. Yeah, I'm just scrolling. And if you look at my progress bar here over to the right, you know, I'm not even halfway. So I'll get to, let me go to my movies and let me show you what's downloaded on my system. And then I'll go to show you, I got these recently. It was, yeah, got those. All right. So I got some movies to get through because I got to see that Megan Fox movie. I got to look at Speak No Evil. There's something called Cuckoo, The Killer's Game. And, you know, this is with, if you saw wrestling back in the day, this is like Dave Bautista. So like, that's the reason why I checked this out, because I was a big fan of the performance that he had in the WWE, you know, Friday Night SmackDown. He was on Monday Night Raw, you know, things like that. So I grew up watching some of these people on TV. So when they go to acting or when they're in a different film, yeah, I'm going to want to check it out. This is Halle Berry, Never Let Go. I got that. So these, I believe these were pre-ordered. Definitely these. And the way it works is that as soon as these movies are available, they will automatically download to your Kaleidescape system. So it's all done in the background, the cloud, and everything's all here. So perhaps later on tonight, since I had today off, I could definitely start one of these. And I think all of these are solid choices for sure. So seen a Sony remote control the other day in store, and it had the Crunchyroll button on it to take you to the channel. Oh, sweet. Okay. Sweet. So there's all my movies. So this is what I have. Like, this is older stuff. Got this. This was a part of like a content set. So I got that on sale. Amber Alert. Got that. On this one. Sleep. Yeah, this is like a South Korea type of joint, you know. Looked into that. Now in terms of what I saw Deadpool, Wolverine on here, Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. This Brandy movie, this was just a little bit cringe. You know, I tried to, I supported her and things like that, but this was too cringe for me. I didn't even finish this. I had to download it and everything. And yeah. All right, Sammy. Take care, man. Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate you, man. The Cleanup Crew, you know, decent film, 13 hours. Hey, look, I know this is a nice movie to some of y'all, but I saw this one time when it was kind of like late at night, and I fell asleep on this Joker, like for real. So yeah, I'll have to get back to that. For real. And let's see, Incredible, seen that before. Now I have to watch. Eventually, I'm going to watch everything on the Kaleidescape that I have in here. It's just picking like that Sunday or that additional off day to accomplish it. Saw Hacksaw Ridge on here. The Ministry of Enemy Warfare, nice movie. Bosco, nice one. Land of Bad, saw that one. Abigail. This one got a little twist to it. I enjoyed that. The Tomorrow War, saw that. And for these Avengers, I just use these for demos, but I haven't seen the entirety from start to finish on the Kaleidescape. I just saw enough to where I saw the difference on here versus like the 4K Remux or the Blu-ray. And damn, it stood out for real. Then you have The Quiet Place, a day one. And yeah, that was the first scene I saw, first movie I saw on the Kaleidescape, actually. So yeah, so I'm working my way through it. As you see, I don't have a ton of movies. Oh, I forgot one. The Devil You Know. I saw that one as well on here. So, some decent stuff, some things to consider. This is my library so far. I do have a library on Vudu, Movies Anywhere, because I have those linked together. I have my own library on Apple. And I'm going to build, ultimately, this is going to be to where I have majority of my stuff, at least movie-wise, on this system, because it's going to be my main system, going forward. All right, so do anybody have any questions up to this point? I know what I got to work through. I got some backlog titles in here, so I got to work through them. And I don't know. I may check out that Halle Berry joint later on tonight. I don't know. Killer's Game, the new Alien movie. Just options at the end of the day. Just options. All right. But for those of you that are interested, and this is what I like as well, premium still in theaters release. So while the movie is still in theaters, it may definitely be available elsewhere in terms of digital distribution, but I have access to the 4K Blu-ray quality, if not better, and I don't have to wait for the release. So that's a game changer. And if you're interested, shoot me an email. I'll get you paired with Sammy, and then the rest is history. Literally, the rest is history. All right. I love that premium still in theaters, because you can watch it someplace else, but this copy isn't available on that resource that you may be utilizing. Not this copy. There's some decent copies out there, not gonna lie, but when you shoving out all this money, you want the best copy, and that's what the platform brings. All right. So do you hesitate when buying 1080p Blu-rays in case 4K release comes out in the future? Not at all, DL. I stopped buying Blu-rays. I don't even remember the last Blu-ray I bought. To tell you the truth, it was a while back. What was that? It started from a video game and they made it into a film. It was that, and then it was the first just Wonder Woman. And I had got that later, actually. I didn't get it when it first came out. Yeah. Because I had like back in 2019, something like that, I had like a cheap 4K Blu-ray player, and I was just buying some stuff, and I had like a cheap 4K Hisense TV. So, and I didn't really see the quality difference, because at the time I didn't necessarily have the tech to push it. So now that I do, I stopped buying Blu-rays a while ago, like a while ago. So yeah. Oh yeah, that Man on Fire. Okay. Definitely gotta check that out. Limited pricing available. Oh, sorry. I was talking about on Kaleidescape. On Kaleidescape. Well, in some instances, they'll upgrade that 1080p to the 4K when it's available. And I did hear In some situations, they may still charge you for it, but it won't be the full price. So, hey, what's up, Jamel? Welcome to the chat. The homie Mel, what's popping? So you saying this is better than Blu-ray? I'm not saying that it's better. I'm saying it's more convenient. I like to invest in things that are automated, that's elegant, that solves a problem. Disc takes up space. They take up space. You got to get up. If you want to show a scene from different movies, you're going to have to constantly change disc. I don't want to have to deal with that. So this isn't better than anything because at the end of the day, it comes down to personal preference. But I coined this as the 4K Blu-ray killer, and I said it for a reason. My reasons were early access, movie still in theater, and you get 4K Blu-ray or better quality. Convenience of your typical digital download. And at the end of the day, you don't need any storage at all but this device. The only space that you do need to take up is this device because your server is up, your content is up in the cloud. So you can have 10,000 titles, but you're only limited to 1 terabyte download. And I download, I watch, and I delete. So I don't need a 100 terabyte server or 500 Blu-ray and put in a physical shelf in this area because at that point it wouldn't make sense. You know, so it just gotta make sense. It has to make sense now, and we have options on the market that can now solve a variety of issues and problems that some people may have had for a while. And when this device came out, it solved the problem. You know, if you're in business, you got to solve problems, and it definitely solved mine. So I'll say, Jamel, do your research, man. Just or watch my prior content, but do your homework on how you want to go about things. I want everything digital. I honestly don't want to see I don't want to see any physical media in my setup. Because when you go out to things like Target, Best Buy, you don't see no latest music album in the store, you know, or anything like that. Heck, streaming killed that. It's only a matter of time until the other industries convert. That's a promise. All right, that's a promise. Hisense is quite a crap. Hisense, look. Hisense has some slander. I had a Hisense. I had 2 of them. Hisense have made leaps and bounds. Definitely from the years of 2017, 2016, 2015, 2018, things like that. I had a Hisense UAG, and that was actually a step up. Like that was when I saw a difference when it came to picture quality. TV just had bad motion. Some firmware updates fixed it here and there, broke some things here and there. It just wasn't stable. It just wasn't stable. So when you don't have stability, that what made me step up my quality and go to the OLEDs. All right. So now I just deal with OLEDs, you know, when it comes to my consumption of viewing things or playing things, because I don't want to be dealing with that crap like that. And I have a keen eye that is, since I know if that panel is OLED or not. I can pick up a controller, play something on your TV without you showing me the brand. You can cover anything up, and I can tell if by the response time, I can tell if it's an OLED panel, and I can tell visually. I mean, I just like the nice stuff. I don't want no issues with my tech, because I didn't pay too much money for this stuff, man. So I want the best that you can get, essentially. Kaleidescape is really a Blu-ray killer. Unfortunately, I can't afford it, and if I could, I live in Greece. So, yeah, it is a Blu-ray Terminator. It is a Blu-ray annihilator, a killer, a destroyer. Well, I mean, however you want to slice and dice it, because 10 to 15 years from now, we're going to be having a different conversation. Are you going to be still hunting for a disc, or are you going to be all digital? Wait until streaming bit rates catches up with 4K Blu-ray, where they're streaming you 80 megabits per second of video and audio. That's going to be insane. Like people don't understand how much of a game changer that really is. People just don't get it. So, but they'll be forced to get it pretty soon though. So it's all right. Hey Mel, I'm a Mel. The Kaleidescape Strato V is 4K. Now, if you hit me up, I'll pair you with a dude. If you scroll up earlier in the chat, it's a guy named Sammy Prescott Jr., professional calibrator, dealer, AV enthusiast, businessman, whatever you want to call it. I did business with him personally, so I can vouch for him. And I won't put it out there, on the stream, but y'all know. But I'm gonna say, if you get it elsewhere, just make sure you have some money. I'll just put it to you like that. Just make sure you have some money. But in all seriousness, Mel, I mean, yeah, you got my numbers. Text me. I'll send you all the info you need, man. And so here's some animated comedies right here. And yeah. So I'm definitely going to be enjoying some content, but I do want to get to the next topic in the show. Before I move on to this Xbox thing, which probably won't be long, to be honest, do anybody have any last questions? At says $4,000. Why? The he one of sin is 60 grand. Oh, I mean, $4,000. Well, that's their cheapest offering. A lot of the criticism of Kaleidescape came with, it's too much money. Why are they charging you? And so now they did a price reduction, gave people Dolby Vision, but they limited the hard drive to 1 terabyte. And it's meant as an entry level. And if you want to get in the ecosystem, now it's the time to jump on. Now is the time to jump on, because I don't know in the future if they're going to have a device that replaces this and have it be half the price. If they do that, we probably won't see that for another 7 years. So I'm just saying, like, they are coming up and coming out with new products, but we may not see a lower price from this company for quite a while. So if you want to jump on, now's the time. Hit me up, email me, and I'll get you set up. And then use my referral code when you sign up, so that way you get $100 worth of movie store credits, or credits in general, and I get them as well. So, so you can get your content on, I can get mine's on, fair exchange, fair exchange. That's all. They don't let you swap out the hard drive for your own. No, DL, Think about that. Why would they let you swap that hard drive out when it's not guaranteed? This is closed, it's proprietary. Whatever encryption that they put on that drive that's included has already been done in the factory or behind the scenes from the get-go, and they just loading it up, putting it all together and selling it to you. If you swap it out, you don't know their encryption algorithm. You can't guarantee that those files can't get into the wrong hands. It's a reason why they have it set up like this. People want to be able to switch things out, or they want to be able to connect an external hard drive to this joker, and they don't understand security. The first thing you have to ask yourself if you want to do something like this is that, do you understand security? Do you understand how to encrypt something? Because that's what the movie studios are trusting Kaleidescape with. That's why they've been so successful. That's why when you go on some of these other sites, these giant sites in the land of the piracy, you know, the good old pirating, you don't see these files on those sites, and they're not using MKB. So now you gotta figure out how to play these files if you wish to. If it was somehow possible, if you do want to take the content from that drive and let's say hook it up to your computer, now you gotta figure out how to decrypt it. Then you're gonna have to figure out what you're gonna do to play it with. And that's why they've been successful, because you can only play these files on Kaleidescape hardware. That's the difference. That is the difference. Having nobody been successful, for one, don't nobody want to pay the price. And for two, don't nobody know security. Because if they knew security, they will leak the content out on the web and it will be available. I haven't seen Kaleidescape content out on the web. The only reason why I have access to this is because I own the product. If I didn't have access, yeah, I could browse the store for free, but I wouldn't be able to play the content on my device for free. It wouldn't be possible. I would then have to look for an alternative, and everybody in this chat knows what I'm talking about. 4K Blu-ray Remux. That is the closest thing that you can get to something like this. And even then, it's not the same because it's further compressed. That information has to fit on a disc. And Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray, either use 66 typically or 100. And a lot of these releases are on 66. Disney. So you're getting a further compressed video and audio experience. And, you know, hey, but you gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. But we have choices. That's the number one thing, or the takeaway that you can learn from a stream like this. We have choices. We have the choices. All right. And it's funny, those piracy movie sites, you get like 50 pop-up ads to keep closing. I mean, yeah, but you can close, you know, you can close the, there's a way to get around that. I ain't gonna put that out here though, but there's some ways to get around that. All right. but yeah, I mean, but that's ultimately the reason why they Kaleidescape move like this, because it's the only way these movie studios and these deals come about. Hey, can you secure my copyrighted content so that I'm getting compensated fairly for it and it's not getting put out on these additional websites? Kaleidescape has an answer to their problem. So those business deals, you know, get completed, and, you know, we have a storefront. You know, that's how things come about. That's all. It's just business. That's all. It's just business. Yeah, just business. Because think about it. If you were a movie studio, would you want somebody to come into a closed operating system, swap out a hard drive, and then just do whatever with it? Then it's in house. And this is what I think, if there's going to be a 8K Blu-ray format, um, the 8K people, whoever's going to be putting that together, or whoever they need to go through, such as Sony or whoever, they need to link up with Kaleidescape, pay them a certain amount of money per year, and have them decrypt that entire new technology. That way, we won't have these resources out here like Make MKV. And this may ruffle some feathers, but this is what the studios don't want going forward. Regardless of how me and you feel or how we accomplished things in the past, they don't want to see that. I mean, they're the ones who created it. All they got to do is get connected with Kaleidescape, pay Kaleidescape some money, encrypt this new physical media format to where it is impossible for you to break it. That'll shut the whole operation down. And DIY media players, I won't say that they won't cease to exist, but I bet you you won't see a lot of creators talk about it. They're going to move on. They're going to have to find something else, or there's going to have to be a competitor to Kaleidescape that can price it more appropriately for the average consumer and actually compete. We haven't saw that yet. That's why this company is able to price the way that they price, because there's no competition. I wanted competition for Kaleidescape. When I was talking about, yeah, Apple needs to do this, NVIDIA was do that, I was called a hater, a basher. I mean, but it's funny, a year later, people in the comments, now you seeing people saying things like, oh, we need competition now. We need competition. I've been telling y'all we need a competition. No, I guess it makes sense, but then nobody want to hear it. But now everybody want to hear it now. I mean, proof's in the pudding. I know where the industry is going because I talk to the people behind the scenes. So I'm able to give you something that you may not be aware of. Talking to just in general, not anybody specifically, but I can speak on this freely, actually, like for sure. Sure, we have choices today. I bought a 4K player for 150 euros. Not a good choice, but that's, yeah. And sometimes it just comes down to what you have to, what you gotta do. What can you afford at the end of the day? So we gonna move on. Nice. Dang, almost spent the hour on that topic. Jeez. But don't worry, Xbox ain't really got nothing going on anyway. Because y'all know the next topic after this, well, another no competition. And we'll get into all that. All right. We'll get into that. The new Xbox Series X all digital 2 terabyte model features 6 SoC and other hidden upgrades. And what games are coming to your platform that people are going to want to buy an Xbox specifically for? All right. So essentially, they're just basically they're giving you 2 terabytes, made some changes here and there, all digital. But what's going to be the performance when we're talking about that same game versus what's going to come on the PlayStation 5 Pro? Like what is Microsoft and Xbox doing lately, you know, when it comes to making it just more marketable to where you can actually have a reason, you know, exclusive wise to get an Xbox console moving forward. So it says here that the smaller SoC of the new Xbox Series X models brings a reduction in power draw in both idle and gaming scenarios, according to tests conducted by Austin Evans. I know that guy. Xbox Series X launch model draws 61 watts in the dashboard, while the all digital special edition models draw 28 and 51. All right, so look, if you are concerned with the power draw, the output, you know, this new all digital console is going to make it to where you're not going to have as much. Not going to have as much as it used to. That's not bad. I mean, that's not a bad thing. But what else is it bringing to the table? You know, that's what people got to ask. At the end of the day, people got to do their own homework, their own research on stuff. I went out and supported the Xbox brand. I got the Series X, and I got the proprietary 2 terabyte external drive. It's on my channel. I unboxed it, did all that, showed some gameplay, and I went through this phase where I wasn't on PC. I was mad as hell at PC gaming. Shit. Blue screens, the crashes, all type of stuff. Some of the times it don't even necessarily have to be the hardware. It can just be the software that gets you. Doesn't have to be the hardware necessarily. But Austin, years ago, his home was destroyed by fire. Oh, dang. I didn't know that. All right. Well, you know, sorry that happened to him, but he looks like he's been doing pretty well. Yeah. He got over 5 million subscribers. Yeah. Yeah, he doing good. Yeah. He doing all right. While the differences are massive, they can make a difference with heavy uses in the long term. So essentially, this won't be a night and day difference upgrade versus the current system that I already have, in which now that I'm back on PC, as you guys know, it kind of leaves the Xbox in like a weird place. Not gonna lie, I do. Not gonna lie, kind of leaves it in like, what, how can you be of use now? And as crazy as it is, you know, things change quickly. You know, things just change. I think since they're going, well, Xbox is a third party machine, to tell you the truth. And what I mean by third party, ladies and gentlemen, is not only are their titles are on, well, some of their titles is on PlayStation, day and date on PC, and, you know, just multiple platforms where you're able to enjoy, you know, the Xbox Game Pass, S Cloud, however you decide to go about it. Pretty soon, you know, I think this marketing is, they're just based off how they're moving. You don't necessarily need an Xbox console. Day and date, the games are going to be on PC and other platforms in which you can utilize the Xbox app or however they have it set up to enjoy your content. Now, it's going to vary from device to device, but that exclusive content, they just don't do that. You know, that's not how they get down per se. All right. Let's actually look that up. Yeah, let's look that up right quick. Let's do this. I'll pull that Xbox Series X all digital. Pull that up right here. There should be a price on here. They got the 2 terabyte disk drive, all digital. Okay, I mean, I think I found it right here actually. Um, 2 terabyte. So we're looking at 600. You have a choice, the 1 terabyte all digital. And then some people are against the all digital. Like some people want that physical media, still around and things like that. And I'm sure Microsoft is going to give you some choices. They got different consoles and things like that. But at the end of the day, like we see where this is going. They're day and date with their stuff. So do you necessarily need to have an Xbox console to play games from their first party studio day one? And the answer is no. But do you need now listen, because do you need a PlayStation console if you still wish to play those exclusive games day one? And the answer is yes. And that's the difference. That's the difference as of today. Now, PlayStation can turn around and do some other stuff, and you already know where I'm headed with it. I'm all PC, but I don't want to wait for content. So we're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be right back. Hey, stay tuned. Guys, the show's not over. Small break, and I'll be back. everybody for still tuning in. You know, gotta get a little bit of water. Man, nice and cold. But yeah, but let me catch up to the chat. Since I was away, they likely had to release new hardware. We're seeing the PS5 Pro, so they each got newer devices out around the same time. They all sweating in the boardroom. What's up, Ronster? Welcome to the show. I think Game Pass has affected Xbox sales, as some people who sold their device and just used in the past. Ben, I was about to ask you if you had to be on their consoles to play games on PC. Nope, because Xbox don't believe in exclusives. They believe in sharing. You know, sharing is caring for the Xbox brand. Sharing is caring. You know, I remember it was one E3 where they wasn't even talking about really what games they were bringing to the platform. They was talking about always online console. They was talking about cable, watching TV, and these cats did it to themselves, man. You know, like that's why you got everybody out here complaining about this PS5 Pro price. You know, it's no competition, anything like that. There's no competition because the competition didn't step up accordingly. I mean, like, let's just be honest. You know, let's just sometimes when you can't beat them, you join them. And, you know, they have their games on PlayStation Store. I mean, this is all public. I didn't know it was going to go down like that. But when you have a company that is not stepping up to the plate, where they got all this money to where they can buy acquisitions, you know, they can just throw their money at things, because truthfully be told, Xbox isn't really trying to compete no more. They're just trying to do business just to keep them afloat. And hey, that's what works for them. That's what I do. I use Pass on PC or Game Pass. Yeah, that Game Pass, huh? I had it for a game. I had on the channel a little while back. Then I canceled it afterwards. Yeah, maybe they want to concentrate on game sales with the Game Pass more than the hardware sales. Yeah, you right on. Uh-huh. PlayStation need a Game Pass too. It's all over for me if they do that. I mean, like, why would, I mean, what you talking about where PlayStation, you talking about where new games go into that service like day and date? Nah, like that, I mean, for what? I look at Game Pass because here's the thing, like if you're on PC, you know, these games are already going to be cheaper by default. You can go on CD keys, G2A, and I mean, well, it honestly depends on a preference. I know if you use the Xbox app on PC, you're going to be under the Microsoft achievements, and then if you use something like Steam, you want to be using their achievement system. So I guess it makes sense if you were an all around Xbox dude growing up, but you got into PC gaming, but you still wanted to keep your Microsoft or your Xbox account synced, and you're continuing to, you know, level up or progress on your profile that you always have for many of years. And instead of you being on Xbox, you just happen to be on PC and you're utilizing the Xbox app. But if I'm not mistaken, you can also buy games on the Xbox app as well, you know, not just rent or use as a service. So it's personal preference. Yeah, it's personal preference at the end of the day. Yeah, it's all good. We just got options, and that's the important thing in this case. Yeah, have used CD keys a few times. Sometimes get not bad discounts. Yeah, that would be sweet if they would do that. Love me some Call of Duty and maybe some other games. Yeah, and I don't know if they did this yet, but they supposed to be bringing all the Call of Duties to Game Pass and things like that. So, hey, missed out on some Call of Duties back in the day. And if you don't want to feel like paying for them, go ahead and get you a Game Pass. And now they got it to where you can even stream that stuff now. So, but I'll just stick to what I've been doing until I see a major change. Then I'll adjust accordingly. Because in this hobby, you gotta adjust. You just gotta adjust. But yeah, the Xbox Series X all digital. Who is it marketed for? Perhaps somebody that just wants all digital, that maybe did not have an Xbox Series X to begin with. No need for an external one. It comes with 2 terabyte. Unless you just want a horror games. Look, this is what I say. On my Xbox, of course, I had the internal memory, but I got the 2 terabyte, drive for it. 2 terabyte memory that I added additionally into the PS5. Just a download and delete type of like workflow and lifestyle. I truthfully don't see the reason to be getting 8, 12 terabyte external drives for consoles unless you just want to hold games there, just as a standby, or if you're like transferring a lot of games around. But to have that many games installed and they're already completed, I mean, uh, unless you're demoing, like if you're demoing this game in your home theater, or I don't know, to me, once I'm done with something, I'll just delete it. It's in the cloud. If I need to re-download it for whatever reason, I could do that. It just don't. It makes more sense to horror games when it comes to emulation per se. Like if you're doing like an emulation DIY library, but for the new stuff, man, beat it and hey, beat it and beat it. Yes, beat it and beat it. So hey, that's just me. That's just me. So I'll be doing that. All right. My computer has a 3 system on a chip. All right. Just what computers y'all got in here? Before we move on to the last topic. Arguably the hottest tech device that's going to be releasing, this fall, the PS5 Pro, and the haters. Before we get into that, what PCs y'all got? I know Mel got a beast PC. Y'all here spending $5K on a PC. you know, hey Mel, something light. Something light. Not too shabby. Yeah, good thing that says scam likely. Yeah, I ain't picking that up. Mac Mini M1. All right, that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. Mac Mini. Yeah, back in the day, I was watching some people, using Macintosh setups, with their own media server and all that. Doing the DIY method. I never like owned a Mac computer, but I've always used them like middle school, high school, college, things like that. So, all right, that's what's up. All right, so let me pull up this additional info so we can get started. And one moment. All right, so just got back. So I believe the date was October 10th for all the participating retailers to put up their pre-order listing for the PlayStation 5 Pro. So one of the examples to that would be Best Buy. All right. And look, this thing has caused people to bash each other, block people, because there's been a whole PC thing that's been going on. PS5 Pro versus a PC. People have been doing their content on that. And, and ultimately, I didn't really block nobody. If anybody that was being like racist or, just being out of control, they caught a stray. But I didn't necessarily block anybody because they felt that you needed a $700 PC versus a console. I mean, I might have clowned them for it, but I didn't block them. Only because there were posts, and I did this on my last live stream. There were posts about people putting up these PC part picker lists. Because look at the price point here, $700, and there were posts about people doing comparisons and then saying instead of going this route, go this route. Now these posts did not have any operating system on it, and these posts, one post that I saw particularly that I highlighted, it didn't even have any RAM. So how are you expecting your PC to post successively if you don't have RAM installed on your computer? That was a one red flag. And then, it was just a lot of bargain bin, budget build computers, all because a company wanted to release, a game changer, to their audience, to their consumers. This isn't meant for everybody. So in this segment, we just going to be going in on pro haters, because they're haters. I mean, what else can you call it? So we're gonna be highlighting some things and things like that. But if you want to get your budget PC annihilator, I recommend you look into the Pro. You want to be getting 4K. 8K that's been presented. You're going to be getting their own deep learning super sample, which is NVIDIA's solution. Basically, it's PlayStation's way of saying, hey, we're offering AI upscaling as well. When the device actually comes out, then I'll be able to do like my in-depth content on it. So far it's been he said, she said, You know, there's been some videos, been reports, and whatever the case may be. But I'm looking at the sources, particularly Mark Cerny. You know, did a wonderful, quick to the point presentation on what the Pro has to offer. And one of the things that I pulled up here was PlayStation 5 Pro makes quality performance modes in Dragon Age the Veilguard better than ever. Now, this isn't just the only game that's supported. For me, I'm looking at the better visuals, the ray tracing in 60 FPS mode, and just an overall improvement. And you know, some people may not like the tech jargon by Mark Cerny because the guy's technical, but he knows what he's talking about. It's just that I think for this recent revealing from Sony, I think having it be like a 9-minute presentation versus something like 45 minutes to an hour, I think that was golden. Just got straight to the point, and it was very understandable from what he was discussing. And one of the things that stood out like a sore thumb was the ability to choose quality mode and not necessarily have to sacrifice performance. And on top of that, for the PS5 and Pro enhanced titles, you'll be getting those benefits. You know, you'll be getting, at the bare minimum, or at least to target, double the frame rate. You know, you'll be getting better visuals, you know, those pro features, you know, AI upscaling, the internal resolution of the game. A lot of people don't really care for, as long as the output is going to look nice and presentable. That's what people are really looking at. All right. That's what at least the majority of the ones that are looking at. So let me jump in the chat real quick. Do you think the main thing they're concentrating on with it is ray tracing for the graphics? I mean, that's one of the major selling points that I will say. But one thing that has been clear, this is going to be marketed towards like the enthusiasts, you know, for people that want to stay within that PlayStation ecosystem and they want the best PlayStation experience when it comes to these day one titles. And one of the reasons, or one of the ways that you get to that point, is that if you invest in a Pro, you know. Now, the $700 price tag is what's catching people, you know, a little bit off guard. Some people think it should be cheaper, you know, cheaper price points and things like that. But I disagree. And one of the reasons why I disagree is because some of the things that went into this device in terms of the marketing and also just the overall design, the implementation and features, and just building off of the original PlayStation 5 and doing something like this, I feel as though the price is justifiable because we have to learn to move forward. Consoles, you know, being at these bargain bin prices, that's going to be a thing of the past moving forward. If you want to get some power out this joker, then you're going to have to invest some money. You know, you're going to have to put down some things, especially should nobody be saying it's too much money when, quite honestly, we've seen examples of people paying for a lesser experience but more in the PC market. Okay, it's out there. All right, it's out there. These comparisons came up. It was from big influencers. These big influencers are suggesting for you to not buy it And then the same ones that were suggesting for you to not get it were the ones that got it. You know, basically it's engagement farming. It's essentially, all right, let me see how much traction and how much money I can make off this new revealing. And then, you know, and then let me counter them. Basically, and truth be told, if they was using it as a strategy to make sure that they got their pre-order on time from Sony Direct, I'm not going to say that it's a bad strategy. It just comes off as disingenuous. That's all. Now, Daz, yeah, ride or die, true hard, core base. Yeah, yeah. As long as they don't make my switch to 700, then we're all cool and calm. I heard some things about that. I'm not gonna lie. Heard some things about that. But yeah, but the pro haters, honestly, at this point, you know, some of them are so salty. You know, if it's not for you, then it's just simply not for you. A lot of people are claiming they're in the hobby of tech enthusiasts, tech gamers, but when it's time to step up, I mean, they do this. Yikes. When a device come out, one thing that's going and mark my words on this, we gonna see who's in it and who's not in it. We gonna see. And plus, we already got an idea. Some of these prices, when we're talking about the PC comparisons, just honestly don't make sense, because legitimately a lot of those comparisons, they didn't start off or currently have that $500 or $700 build. They're just using it as a way to essentially throw shots. More than likely, if someone who has invested in PC gaming and they've been invested for quite a number of years or quite a while now, they spent at least double that price. They spend at least double that price. And even then, you know, just because you spend double doesn't necessarily mean double the overall experience. So then there's that. But yeah, but what do y'all think in the chat? Are y'all thinking about it? Who did they pre-order? I got mine out the way from Sony Direct. I got mine out the way ASAP. So yeah, you got Amazon, you know, Best Buy, Walmart, shit, you know, so they're participating in it, things like that. I'm gonna stick to PC, getting a 5090. Hey man, what you getting a 5090 for? You ain't gonna use it. What you getting there for? Hey Mel, you might as well use the Pro. Those y'all don't know, I know Mel for a while now. I think since 2017, 2018, whatever, since that 2K came out. So yeah, so ever since then, you know, me and Mel been going at it in the games or whatever the case may be. But yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, man, that's a wow, man. 2K17, jeez. Not yet. Might look at it in the future. No, I'm more excited about the talk of a new Switch that might be coming. All right. Yeah. Because you just had people just talk about get a PC. You can get a PC, but what they're not discussing with you is what they're not going over with you is what components are going to make up that computer, and how is it going to be on a similar playing field when we're talking about what the PlayStation 5 Pro can be capable of. That's what they're not breaking down to you. They're not telling you that they in their PC that they got a 5-year-old SSD, a processor that's generation old, a graphics card that's a few generations ago. Something that they spent more than $700 on, but they're telling you to intentionally purchase a PC that's in a similar price point. And they think that you're going to have the same experience. I don't fall for the bait. I would strongly advise for you to do your own research. Do not fall for the bait, because you will be extremely disappointed when you turn that joker on and you think you're gonna get the upscaling, the 4K, the 120 FPS, the ray tracing. Not at $700. Nope. It just don't work like that. But you gotta have or take advice from people that's have experience with both and have experience with just upper echelon parts. Just don't be listening to just random things you hear online. You gotta do your own research. You cannot realistically expect a $700, a $800, a $900, $1,000 PC to do what the PlayStation 5 Pro is presenting. Just isn't feasible. Sorry. And until I see some benchmarks, till I see some gameplay, some side-by-sides, I'm going to call it cap, and you're just being disingenuous. That's it. Then I'm going to ask you, what's in your computer? Because we can pull that information up. We got applications out here. Let me show you how easy it is, actually. Let me show you how to catch a PC fraud. Let me just break something down to you. Let me go to my NVIDIA thing. I'm just gonna show this. I'm gonna open up my app. All right, there's the NVIDIA app. I gotta do a video on this, by the way. My bad. And then I'm gonna do system. I'm just gonna go to system. Tell them to show you this. There's other ways, of course. Hey, what's up, Troop? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you. Tell them to show you, because this is bigger than you think. And I'm going to tell you why it's bigger than what you think it is. Because we have people that are giving, I can't even say knowledge, because what knowledge are you giving them? You're telling them to build a cheap computer versus a console counterpart. It's not. Plus, it's two different things at the end of the day. But just to play along with it, the very first thing you need to ask them is, what's in their system? Before you continue any other conversation with these cats, ask them what's in their system. They make up excuses. They start stuttering. They start saying, or I ain't got to show you. I ain't got to do this. I ain't got to do that. Get them out of there. These people are not genuine. When we're talking about, since these comparisons have come out, when we're talking about who's going to actually be giving you some information, you got to look at the people that's actually doing both, for one. Can't be looking at the person in the background that's screaming and hollering. You got to look at the facts. Gotta look at the facts. And the reason why you want to know what someone has, because you want to know if someone is actually being true to what they're presenting, if they're actually putting out some logical information, if they're actually explaining to you why would you go this way versus you going that way. I want to get into that. Some of this is really based on, for the most part, feelings, um, you know, shots. And honestly, we have a piece of tech that's coming out that's going to be giving you a AI upscaling solution, better graphics than the base console, better performance, more PlayStation 5 enhanced titles by the day, giving you more value when it's coming to your monitor or television purchase that you may already have or what you're going to invest to. It's just going to be the ultimate PlayStation experience when it comes to these games day one, like the new Wolverine. If Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be a timed exclusive, you're not going to be able to play it anywhere else if Sony locks in that deal. We don't know what's going on. If it's available everywhere, of course, the definitive experience for me is going to be my PC. That may not be for you. Because you can't say it's a definitive experience when you don't have the hardware to back it up. Right? Right? So you just gotta pay attention out here. You just gotta pay attention. That's all I'm saying. Listen, all you gotta do is just sit back and watch. And it will reveal who's in it and who's not. It's gonna reveal itself. What's up, Troop? Working as always. Pin, hope all is good. Oh yeah, man. I'm glad I had today off. Tell you the truth, Troop, man. So I decided, let me just go ahead and do a show. Because any other day, I get off too late, man. So I don't do podcasts and I just play a game. I chill out, vibe, things like that. Yeah, I think Sony would try and get GTA 6 for it as it will push the sales. Yeah. And you have, like I told y'all the last time I went live, that I was watching, it was Hard A Time's channel. And once again, even that take was odd because he was like, oh yeah, don't get it day one. People are suckers, dummy this, dummy that. But then I'll come out and say, well, I'm going to get it when it's cheap. And I'm like, wait, but PC gamers, well, I'll say this, because you can game on multiple platforms, things like that. I guess when people use real PC gamers, they're not in console conversations. They're not worried about a console. They're not checking for a pro. They're just going to continue to wait, as they've been doing, for the games to come out on PC. So in the same token, if I'm telling y'all don't get the pro, then I'm going to say that I'm going to get it when it's cheap. I mean, what is that telling you? You're only as good as your source. Anybody can tell you that. So once again, even that can come off as being disingenuous because, it's like, I'll just stand on business. Nah, dog, Sony gonna bring it to the platform, to Steam or whatever in a year. I'm gonna wait. Some people is not gonna want to wait when that GTA drop, and I'm telling you. And then you gotta ask, what are you waiting for? Like, what are you waiting for? Then you gotta ask that. I'm not waiting. I'm sorry. But start asking these PC versus PlayStation 5 Pro experts. Start asking them what's in their rig. And then from there, it'll reveal itself. So you'll find out more about them. And then at that point, you wouldn't even need their gamer tag. You already know the answer right then and there. Oh, well, gee, well, he don't, or she, well, wait a minute. Why is this person recommending me to go here when they don't even know what the hell they're talking about? Point and point referencing the PC part picker list without any RAM on it, or saying that or even saying that a PlayStation 5 Pro is more powerful than an RTX 4090. Both sides in this have said some ridiculous mess, to be quite honest. And hey, I just call myself a gamer. I don't want to call myself a PlayStation dude or a PC dude, because these cats, I don't think they get it. And that's just the honest truth. The truth is out there. All right? Truth is out there. And this isn't, like a bashing per se video, but this is to sort of like give you a general sense of what was presented and, what was put out there in terms of the information. So when people as, viewers, when viewers watch these shows, or consumers who's in a market for new tech, and, they're looking for, the next wave or the next hot thing, they have to be properly informed on these things. Well, we can't be coming out here saying, games, majority of the titles do come to PC day one, but can you play Stellar Blade on PC right now? Can you play Astrobot on PC right now? Can you play the new Demon Souls that came out for PlayStation? That was quite a while ago. Can you play that on PC right now? You can't. Not now. You can't. So there's always going to be a reason to own a PlayStation platform until Sony goes day and date. Day and date means not only are they bringing, and they're already doing it with the live service part. See, that's the beauty of it. They're already doing it with live service titles, where titles like, Concord flopped. It is what it is. Helldivers would be a better example, in which these games are coming out on PlayStation and PC day one. I'm just waiting on them to bring the, those big budget AAA titles day one. And they may do it eventually, or they may not. But I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to always have something just in case. Just in case. Yeah, sharing is caring. Yeah. I mean, sharing, look, sharing is caring and things like that. It's all good. Listen. Listen, everybody has an agenda with the whole PS5 Pro versus PC thing, giving you a $500 to $800 PC part picker list. Everybody has an agenda. My agenda is simple. I want everything to come day and date. And the moment they do, you won't see that PlayStation console in my possession. I'll just have backup PCs. Why not? Hey, listen, I may do a combination like this. Nintendo Switch 2, a handheld PC like a ROG Ally or a Legion Go or whatever other version they're going to release, and my main rig. Because at that point, those other devices would just be alternatives and backups. Like in case I'm waiting for some parts because something failed in my computer, I need to replace my motherboard, but I have like this Legion Go to where I can still play my PC library in the meantime, just to hold me through over a couple of days or a few days. There's There's nothing wrong with options, right? But the moment Sony announces that they're going day and date for everything, that's when I don't own a PlayStation. It's just that simple. And it is what it is. And in terms of the competition thing, Nintendo ain't competition for Sony. Their primary use is the handheld market. Xbox, we know, is in competition for Sony. They pissed the bed. So who do you have to blame for at the end of the day for this pricing? Is it Sony or is it the competitors? I'll wait for that answer, because I'm always going to ask, okay, well, you got to look at the numbers. What is the other competitors doing number-wise that Sony is not doing? And then, you talk some logic and things like that, and then you just start to see how things have come about and why things are the way that they are. It's a reason why we're at this point. I'm actually glad we're no longer in the budget space when it comes to consoles. For what? Put the necessary amount of power into these machines, so the people that spending their hard-earned money on these new monitors, their new televisions, so that they can truly see a difference. I'm actually happy for the console crowd. Now, granted, in order to take full advantage of your television, especially when we're talking about 144 hertz or just maxing out the visual fidelity, you're still going to need a capable PC. The PS5 Pro that's going to be coming out will not max out my TV. I tell you what, though, it is going to be better than that base machine that I currently own. It's a step. It's a step in the right direction. But if you truly want to take advantage of your TV, then I will tell you to go get a PC, and then I will ask you some questions. Do you want a closed platform? Do you want an open platform? What is your setup? Do you have a monitor? What resolution it is? What's your target frame rate? Do you game on a TV? Do you want to see all the bells and whistles? Then yeah, I would tell someone to get a PC, but I would tell someone to get one versus the PlayStation 5 Pro based off of my probing. Probing as me asking them questions to get information. I'm never going to tell somebody to go out and pay $700 for a PC and telling you that it's going to basically replace the Pro, because it won't. Nope. Two different things. One is pre-built, in which you can get a pre-built PC, but one is running a closed custom operating system. That's games that are specifically designed and coded to the metal of that machine. One other example is an open platform with also a variety of components that is not coded to the metal of that specific hardware that you put into your machine. So guess what's going to perform better at the end of the day? The one that's specifically coded to the machine, or the one that's just using brute power? Then what do you have inside your machine? So, they can, my thing is, ain't no games dropping. What you mean? Astrobot just dropped. And what games are you expecting? Because it's games that's on my wish list currently that I haven't experienced. For example, Demon Souls, and just any game from that lineup that you haven't experienced before, it will be a new experience to you. So there's Astrobot for me. Now I confirm that Rise of the Ronin is a PS5 Pro enhanced. So when this system comes out, I'm going to be showcasing this technology, and I'm going to be live streaming these games, under the PS5 Pro enhanced umbrella. And there's I didn't play Gran Turismo yet. Then I can go back and put on Final Fantasy, the remake, and just see what differences and changes there are. There ain't no exclusive dropping on Sony with the Pro. No, that's not true. Astrobot. You're saying that there isn't no launch title exclusives, but there are still exclusives for that machine until they hit PC. Rise of the Ronin, Stellar Blade, Astrobot, Demon Souls. Those games are not currently on PC. Those titles are not day and date. Or they wasn't day and date in this case. So yeah, so there may not be any launch exclusives coming for the PlayStation 5, but for the PlayStation 5 Pro. But if you played all of the exclusives up to this point, and then I could kind of see how you would feel. Demon Souls is on PC, not the version that the PS5 has. Now you can get into like the whole modding scene. Like one of the things that PC offers is it gives you the ability to install and look at a variety of mods. These mods can enhance the experience in terms of visual fidelity. They can improve like the general character modeling, the textures, the environments of detail, all that, and various other things. You can get into the modern scene, but the specific version of Demon Souls that's on PlayStation currently on the PS5, that version is not on PC. No. That's the new and improved version of Demon Souls. But you can find you a mod though. You can find you a mod. I mean, some of my best experiences came from the Sony umbrella. Stellar Blade was awesome. I liked it. But can't play it on your PC until sometime next year. I don't think that's a definitive experience. This platform is what people are raving about, and I have both. Of course, visual wise, PC is going to be crazy. Performance, 9 times out of 10, is going to be better, depending on what you have, of course. But when we have a system that's still producing these exclusives, and whether they're timed exclusives or whatever, the content is still being produced. It's still here at the end of the day. So, so that's major as well, to tell you the truth. True that we need a new Metal Gear. I actually got to catch up to Metal Gear myself. I might have to like do a binge on those games, just to get like a refresher and all that. But let's see. Yeah, they don't have any additional information on Best Buy wise. Yup, Amazon listing. Okay, let me go to Amazon. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so and they have some additional detail that's readily like visible. So the PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, some people call it like a pisser. So some people call it pisser or pissar or whatever, but it's basically it's AI enhanced resolution. Same technology that we're seeing from NVIDIA, you know, same technology. Essentially, I mean, optimize console performance, reach higher and more consistent frame rates. So yeah, so for advanced ray trace, I mean, so look, for $700, I'm just not seeing, what's the, like what's the hate, you know, what's the hate? Heck, I wish I could spend $700 on this current PC and then play at the same performance that I'm playing now. Can't happen. Can't happen. I was hoping to buy a 5090 for Black Friday, but they playing games with the release date. Man. So wait, okay, so wait. So what processor are you planning to pair with that 5090, Mel? Because we have a thing right now with processors that, bro, these GPUs are insane. Like, what processor are on the market right now that you would pair with that 5090? I'm waiting until the 60 series to drop. I'm just going to build a new PC. Hell yeah, me too. Which PC was cheaper? Will you get the Pro? Chris the match. Absolutely. I have it pre-ordered. Sony Direct. Day one. I'm in there day one. Because one of the things that I'm going to do as a content creator in this space is, give you options, but present the information as accurate as I can. I don't want to misguide anyone to tell you to compare a $500 to a $900 machine to the Pro, then expecting you to have the same performance. We got to get rid of the their agendas at the end of the day. Like I told y'all, my agenda is PC. But I go out and get different products because I like nice things. And and that's what it comes down to. It comes down to and it's still time. It's released in November 7th. But one thing about it, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And PlayStation numbers dictate that they are the market leader. And when you're the leader, everybody else follows. Hence, Xbox have their content on PlayStation storefront. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that's undeniable. All right? Just food for thought. There was an Xbox channel hating on the Pro. He ended up pre-ordering, which I remember his name. Yeah, look. I wouldn't be surprised if people did that banter just so they can secure their pre-order spot. Listen. That pre-order had like a waiting type of room situation where it would tell you how long you had until you got into the store. Some people couldn't put things into their cart. The 30th anniversary editions, they flew off the digital store shelves. Like they flew off. And, some people couldn't secure what they actually wanted from Sony Direct. So with these other participating retailers, they're able to still secure the Pro and whatever other controller that they want to get, and just everybody's going to win at the end of the day. You're going to be out shopping for a new TV or a monitor for Black Friday, and you're going to be getting the PlayStation 5 Pro. You're winning. You decide that you want to build yourself a nice PC for yourself. You're winning. You decide that you want to get a handheld PC, or you may want to wait for the Switch. You're still winning. As long as the content comes to that device, as long as you're happy and you're not spreading misinformation, then rock out how you rock out. That's fine. That's fine. I think if content curators doing videos on YouTube for gaming, then would be useful for them getting and hopefully get enough views to try to recoup the money back for it. The Pro is the #1 selling console globally. Xbox wasn't in the picture of top selling items. Yeah, Xbox is I honestly don't know what they're doing, man. But once again, there's the talk is done, when it comes to the $700 price tag. Honestly, I'm glad I secured my pre-order. So it really doesn't matter to me if people don't get it or not, because I secured my pre-order. See, look, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. All I cared about was securing my pre-order. So if you didn't want it, cool. You just made more room for me so that I can come on here and then I can show the information to the people so that we can start getting some things in order, because there's a lot of misinformation when we're talking about consoles versus PCs, and there's a lot of it's bias. I think it's bias. And I think if we're going to be discussing where people should go and what people should be doing, then you need to be making yourself verifiable to your audience. And, and one of the ways you do that is, you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out in this. You got to be all in. That's one thing that I'll tell anybody who's looking, to do videos, that wants to do a product reviews and things like that. One thing about it, you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. If it's something that I see that's causing some rumbling, I'm gonna be peeking. I'm gonna have my binoculars, right? I'm gonna be peeking. I'm gonna be like, wait. And the rest is history. Next thing you know, you will see a video. The rest is history. The rest, I'll move everybody out the way, because what I see specifically, I'm like, all right, you know what? This is something that I can definitely show, and that's going to bring, some to the table. And that's just what it is. Honestly, that's what it is. But Xbox, going forward, I'm not even worried about them cats. Yeah, I'll get a ROG Ally or a Legion Go or something else before I get another Xbox. I mean, unless they want to send it to me for free, cool. That's cool. But I'll do my review content, and then it'll go right back on the shelf collecting dust until someone wants to get it. And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So the Pro is the #1 selling console globally. Xbox wasn't. Oh yeah, I already saw that. All right. So, does anybody have any additional comments, questions, or concerns? Yeah, wind up doing this for over 2 hours, but I haven't really, lately, when you on a second shift, sometimes you're not in the mood to do a podcast after work because for one, it's too damn late. And two, I'd rather just live stream a game. But if I was on a first shift like schedule, this would definitely be like the time I would do stuff live. But man, it's just not like that. I prefer to sleep in a little bit. Waking up early, that's for the birds. But shout out to the first, shout out to the first shift crew. Ain't no hate on y'all at all. The dust and crusty look on the shelf for it. That they call it the stank box. Yeah, that stank box gonna be looking oh damn. Yeah. It's gonna be definitely gonna be looking crusty. gotta wipe the webs from off it, hey, hold up. Sometimes you just gotta wipe the webs off it, hasn't been used in a while. But hey, but if that's what Microsoft wants, then that's what they want. I mean, they look, one thing about it, we see who's leading and who's following. I mean, so you can't necessarily be upset at the price when you don't understand that one company rise to the occasion. The other company just wanted to do the bare minimum. I mean, these cats was talking about cable at one point, talking about what you can watch on TV versus what it can bring to your gaming experience. I remember that E3. I just don't know the year. And kind of really, I don't want to know the year no more because these cats didn't drop the ball time and time and time again. And then now it's over. Now we have a clear, and it was clear before, because the Series X still got the PlayStation 5 base console problems. Now we talking about the Pro. Yikes. Yikes. All right. So, and it's a lot of information being, put out, but when it releases, I'll be live streaming it. I'll be showcasing PSSR or Pisser. And I'll tell you if it's worth the $700. I will tell you if that advanced ray tracing is a real thing. I will tell you if it's a difference in image clarity. I'm going to tell you because I have the equipment. I own the equipment, so I can show you that. Right now, I can't show you because I don't have the equipment. I'm waiting for it. See, and this just comes to show you, and this is a shot at you PC cats. All right. Only time you should be waiting for something is when you pre-order something. All right. Look, I don't want the smoke. I'm forced to wait because that's when it's being released. But when I get it, it's on. All right, look. It is on to the break of dawn. I'm glad PlayStation working with small developers to make games pro enhanced too, not just major games. Absolutely. Yeah, always cool when companies try work with smaller companies to try to get them to grow as a lot of big dogs to get attention. Yeah, I mean, I invest in companies that's pushing above the bar, or further invest. I like for this tech stuff to move forward. You know, I don't want to be in this budget bargain bin price range and we're not getting significant enough improvements. No, charge accordingly, especially when the competition ain't really doing nothing. You know, buying up stuff, you know, not putting tails in seats, developing, not competing, purchasing. Purchasing is not competing, especially when you look at what Microsoft is doing with the Xbox umbrella. So that's not, you know, they cut their own throat with that. So they cut their own throat, and they've been cutting their own throat. So truthfully speaking, we should honestly be thanking Microsoft for the reason why the Pro is the way the Pro is, and the reason why PlayStation's going the route that they're going. Because one thing about it, when you cut your own throat, you at least have a chance to redeem yourself. And you know, and look, and this is a part of life, right? This is a part of life. You cut your own throat, right? At least you got a chance to redeem yourself. Microsoft and this Xbox thing, they didn't cut their throat so many times, people then just moved on. Now you have Xbox refugees now pretending to be PC gamers. They didn't clown Xbox so much that now they claiming a hardware that they don't even have. So like, let's just knock it off. All right, you know, let's just knock it off. This is what it is. And if the PlayStation 6 is $700 bare minimum, then you know who fault it was. All right. And that's just, I wish things were different, but things are not different. So now that the competition have permanently cut their throat and they're not trying to compete, all right, let's put out something that's a game changer to our audience. That's going to be a game changer to our ecosystem. That's going to be a game changer to the console theme conversation in general. And we have the PlayStation 5 Pro. Short, cut, simple. It's not going to make your base machine irrelevant, but I'm going to say this. I wouldn't be caught November 7th out in these streets without, you know, I wouldn't be buying no new TV this year if you don't plan on having something to go with it. It's funny because first they said, oh, PC gaming is too expensive. It costs too much money. So what did they do? When the Pro came out, oh, let's put together a PC part picker list of parts that I don't obviously own, and then let me price it between $500 and $900 and call this the Pro Killer. Hey man, that's some crazy marketing. That's crazy. Xbugs for sure was the reason for most of the downvotes on the Pro. Man. Hey, look, November 7th, I'm clowning November 7th. You watch you come November 7th, tune in. Now it's on. Just tune in. I may have to work that. See, and that's another thing. They kind of, I could take off that day, but I could have a video be released in the morning, November 8th. You know, I can schedule something. You know, I can do the recording after work, the unboxing, and then my content on it going to I'm gonna try to showcase it. Yeah, That's my goal of it, just to showcase it. And then if it's bad, I'm gonna tell you that it's bad. But on this platform, I'm going to showcase games. I want to showcase the gaming, because like that's what people want to see when it comes to the Pro. So, and I'll tell you, is this AI enhanced solution that they came up with, is it nice? You know, I'm gonna be testing out of a variety of things. I'll probably even download things that's still in my library that I happen to still share on my PC, like through Steam. And you know, and if it's PS5 Pro enhanced, why not? I mean, it's free, because I already own it. I just have to get the console. That's all. That was the thing that I had to get out the way. Just get it out the way, and from there, you know, be good for another 4 years, and then just see what the PlayStation 6 has to offer. You know, so that's how I see it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. AI Pro. But yeah, Chris, the match, man, I don't even call them S bugs, man. I can't, I don't know. I can't even, I don't know if it's just some strange, weird energy surrounding Xbox. And yeah, it just might be over. And like I said, I didn't want it to be this way. You know, it's cool, you know. If they could have made the Pro 600, you know, just to say that they competing, man, God bless. But it's clear that we're just not on the even playing field. So, hey, y'all seen it. 10K plus bought in the past month. So y'all see it. Oh yeah, it didn't come with the disk drive, and I think it was something else, but y'all know I didn't. I don't really care about all that. Only because I've been like digital, you know, with them, so that ain't really a concern for me, to tell you the truth. But yeah, over 2 hours. I'll wrap this up. I'll take any last like comments, questions, anything like that. Just do like a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna be out of here. I need to watch me a movie though. For real, for real. Yep. And you know, Xbox channels hating on a pro, you know, all that's doing, you know, that's just putting more money in their pocket. That's all it is. I know the game. Yeah. I know the game. I know how to play the game. I just rather want to play the honest one. So I know the game. I know what's the point of all that is. But on this platform, it's impossible to label me or call me a fanboy, because I bring too many things to the table. So that's not how I'm doing the channel. You know, some people, you know, they're successful with it, but you know, that fanboy and fangirl stuff, that's been over. There's no competition. Now, if it was competition, then I can see it, you know, one side cheering, the other side cheering, but one side is celebrating and the other side is like, well, damn. You know, so going forward, I don't really see I don't really see Xbox channels really being successful going forward. If that's all that you do, especially if you on the nonsense. Now, if you genuine, you a genuine Xbox channel, that's different. But 2 terabyte Series X, new version 600 with no upgrades, Pro digital with 2 terabyte with power, graphical enhancements for 100 more. I knew I'd buy it. Yeah. I mean, and what is like what think about it going forward. What is Xbox doing? And once you come up with that answer, then you'll have it. All right. But it's a cool show. Just want to go in on PS5 Pro haters. You know, and man, it is a lot of haters in the social media community. It's a lot of haters. So be careful who you listen to. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to tell you who to watch and who to unsubscribe and subscribe to or follow on social media, but just be careful, because this may be one of the biggest like villain arcs in online history. And Sony's the villain, of course. So just be careful. Be careful. And that's about it. Peace out. I'm gonna be keeping this podcast thing going. And then that's that. That's that. I said what I said, and we gonna stand on business. And until next time, peace out. Thank you guys for watching. Oh wait, Chris got a new comment. S-bugs and ponies are different from regular gamers. We don't hate on no one. We just enjoy gaming. We don't need to fight. Just play. Yeah. I mean, that's how it should be, but we just got too. Well, Chris, Well, yeah. I'll be quiet now. Cool. Have good nights. Enjoy your movie. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, plug and play without the war tanks. Yeah. But I guess until the release of this thing, we'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. But y'all, peace out. Thank you for watching. And adios, amigos.